All right, hello everybody. Welcome to another live stream here on WooEnglish. As always, my name is Hamza and I will be your host. And today we are talking about a quite interesting topic. And the topic that you guys chose during our voting was the truth about the assassination of JF Kennedy. And it's very interesting that we are talking about this topic now. And I want to ask you guys, uh, why do you think we are talking about this topic right now? Why are we bringing up this topic that happened way back in the 60s, actually, 1960s? But before, of course, before we answer this question, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and of course, don't forget to say hello in the chat and let us know that you are here. We would love to know who is here with us. So don't hesitate to drop a hi or hello in the chat and let us know where you are joining us from, where you are watching this live stream from. So today we are talking, as I said, about the truth about the JF Kennedy assassination. And again, the question that I started with is why? Why are we talking about this topic right now? Paslak, hey, welcome. How are you doing? Is that a motorbike I see on your Sergey? Hey, welcome. Where are you joining us from? Don't forget to drop also your country. So, yeah, why do you think we are talking about this topic today? Why is this topic like an actuality, though it happened in the 1960s? Cam, hello, welcome. Links, welcome. Where are you joining us from, Links? From Poland, Polak from Poland. I think I remember you from the other live stream. So welcome. Is that your motorbike? Yes, it's a motorbike. Wonderful. Yeah, I think it's a dirt bike. No, it's a dirt. You know what is a dirt bike? Dirt bike. Dirt bike is the kind of bike that I see on the screen. Origin from Moldova, but I live in Turkey. Wonderful, Sergey. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, if this is your first time watching the live stream, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Let me very briefly tell you about our channel WooEnglish. It's a channel dedicated to learning English through stories. The story of today, the truth about JF Kennedy assassination. Very interesting topic. Why do you think it's popping up again? Lise is here. Lise, how are you? Why is this topic popping up again, in your opinion? Can you answer me? Amin is back. All right, welcome, man. Where have you been? Lyutuva. All right. I've never heard about this country. So let me draw from Sudan. Who is from Sudan? Let me see. Mamer. All right. From South Sudan. All right. Thank you so much. Where have you been, man? Where have you been? Arsenal is here. Welcome. This will be a fire live stream. Arsenal, look who's back. Amin is finally back. Nice. Thank you, Amin. Thank you. Lyutova, you said. You to all right. Lithuania. All right. Okay. What a beautiful country. What a beautiful city, though. What a beautiful city. Amazing. That's an amazing city, it looks like. Very, very beautiful country. Very beautiful country. All right. So today we're talking about the assassination of JFK, the lives, but when it's time, I forget again. Okay. New files have been released. Perfect. That's exactly it, Fazlak. So we are talking about the assassination of JF Kennedy because Donald Trump has made the files public. Now they are public. Now you can go and read what was going on. What were, for example, the FBI gathering, what the information that the FBI gathered about the case are. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting, like a very interesting topic. All right. Very quick before we move on. I'm gonna move on in a moment. I just wanna show you something so interesting. I'm gonna show it to you after. Yes, all right. Super. Okay, so let's start our presentation. So, as we always do, I will start with a quiz, and the quiz is basically to see what you guys already know about the topic. So, the topic is the assassination of JFK. Let's see what you guys already know about it. Of course, if you don't know the answer, you can guess it. And we are going to listen to a text later on, and you are going to see if you guessed correct or if you guessed wrong. All right. So the first question that I have here is, where was JFK assassinated? This is JF Kennedy, by the way. This is the guy, the poor guy. Where was he assassinated? Was it in New York, in Dallas, in Miami, or in Chicago? So where was he assassinated? Exactly. I'm very interested. Yes. All right. So, uh, I mean, I've just disappeared. He changed his name. All right. Yes, it's first time on live stream, but I listen to your podcast. Dive into work. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right. A, New York, Dallas. A, B. So I like the pattern. I like it's A B in the chat. That's so interesting. C, I mean, would say Miami. All right. Let's check the answer then. Let's check the answer. Today we are going to listen to two chapters, so that's why we are going to run a little fast. He was assassinated in Dallas. I think it's in Texas. So you can see today, if you go to Dallas and you go to the street where J. F. Kennedy was assassinated, they now marked the exact place where the assassination happened. So you will go to the street and you will find a little cross, and that cross is exactly where JFK was assassinated a long time ago. It's very, very interesting. Yeah, so he was assassinated in Dallas, Texas. Great. So let's look at the second picture. In what year? So we talked about the place. Now, what about the time? In what year did JFK die? And by the way, the picture you see here is when he was shot. So you can see that this is his bodyguard. He rushed and jumped onto the car to try and protect him, but it was very late. It was very late, unfortunately. The video, by the way, the video of his assassination is until today is on YouTube, right? It's quite like I cannot show it on the live stream, but it's quite shocking, to be honest. It's quite shocking. So let me see your answers for this question. 63, 63. So most of you, by the way, I answered well. Wonderful. Mammer, all right. Uh, I knew I'm wrong. And previous one, you say. All right. So you just wanted to break that AB. Yeah. All right. In 60, there was the Caribbean crisis, so it should be 63. And Sergey or Sergey, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. You are using your logic well, and it's indeed 1963. So that's why when he was assassinated. As I said, you can go and just like type just GFC assassination pictures, and you can see. For example, this is the blood on his car, and the pictures are or the video even is quite hard, but this is exactly when he was shot, and his wife tried to hold him, but he was already gone. Yeah, the poor guy, the poor guy. All right. So yes, this is his bodyguard. What was the name of JFK's wife? Because his wife was with him in the car when he was shot. Imagine seeing your husband being shot. That must have been very difficult for her. This is her. This is her. I'm gonna show her to you in a picture. This is her. The picture, of course, are not very clear. So this is her trying to attend to her husband after he was shot, and this is a governor who was also shot, but he did not die. So it was a very, very bad day for these guys. What are you guys saying? Sergey with that. Okay, with the gay. All right. D. All right. Jackie. So all right. So A D. All right. See a lot of guessing in the chat, and that's what I always like. You can guess if you don't know the answer because we are going to listen to the text later on, and you can check your answers. But the right answer is indeed Jackie Kennedy. And this is her. She was very beautiful. She was a lovely lady, but unfortunately, she had to live to see her husband die in front of her. Yeah, unfortunately. All right. What was the name of JFK's alleged assassin? Because they were not so sure that he did it because we will see later on the men said I did not do it. But which one do you think is his name? I'm not gonna read all the. All right, I'm gonna read them. John Hinckley, Jack Ruby, Lee Oswald, or James Earl. Maybe you have heard the name before somewhere. So what? Which one is it? Lee Oswald. Sergey like automatically goes to C. Lee Oswald. Fantastic. All right. What about the others? Links Lee Oswald as well. Yes. And something very interesting happened to Lee Oswald. Very interesting. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show you something very interesting. Did I say the answer? I feel like I did. I feel like I revealed the answer mistakenly. All right. What time every day do you have a class? Because it's very interesting. Thank you so much, Member. But unfortunately, we only have it 2 times every week. But we post a video every day. So every day there is a new video. And our videos are very long. We're going to listen to one today, or at least a part of it. But we have 2 live streams, one on Tuesday, like today, one on Friday. So I'm very glad that you guys are enjoying the live stream so far. The answer, of course, is Lee Oswald. Lee Oswald. And what happened? Lee Oswald actually, he was also killed later on. So when he was taken to the court, he was shot. All right. So he was killed. So we never. So you can see this is the guy, and this is the shot, and you can see it's already shot. So the guy did not make it even to court, so that he can go to jail. So this is why I say JFK story is a very interesting one. And this is the guy, of course. We have just seen him in the other picture. I think this is the last one. Who became president after JFK? Of course, maybe we don't care. We only care about JFK's story, but you can guess A, B, C, or D. Thank you. Quite, yes. It's a very interesting story. And as we will see later on, there are a lot of conspiracies about it. A lot of conspiracies. A lot of people say, well, he was killed by the FBI and other like interesting stories, but you can never know. All right. So what do you think? Who became the president after JFK? Johnson, Lyndon Johnson. B. Jimmy Carter. Seems like a deep state has involvement here. That's what a lot of people say. D. All right. So I have all sorts of answers in the chat. So I'm gonna reveal it. It's Lyndon Johnson, and this is the guy, right? He became the president. Great. As we always do, again, before we go into the text, before we listen to the text, we try to learn 5 words that we will see in the text. And the 5 words that I chose for you today are motorcade, depository, patsy, lone gunman, assassination. And on the left, you can see the answers. So I'm gonna do something. So if you can watch the pictures while I fix something. I'm sorry. Just gonna fix something here. All right. I just. All right. Good. So let's go back. Oops. All right. Share this instead. All right. Great. I hope you did not see anything. I mean, already okay. I mean, already answering. Great. So, motorcade, depository, patsy, lone man, assassination. On the left, you have A, B, C, and D. Like you need to do like it like this. So, assassination. Sorry, assassination, a planned murder, often for political reasons. Amin says 5 is A. So this is how you need to answer this question. You need to write for me a number and the letter. And of course, kindly don't forget to like this video. And as I always do, this is not this is not a request. This is a threat for you guys. Pamela is here. Pamela, you came before we started. Before we started the listening, so you are very lucky today. How are you, Pamela? Amin is back, by the way. 4 is E. All right, so let me check. 4 is E. Where is ethanol? All right, wake up, men, wake up. 4 is E, ethanol as well. Wake up, men, wake up, ethanol. Lone gunman is a shooter who acts alone. Exactly. Good. 2 is D. 2, depository, is D, a building to store things. Ethanol says 5 is A. Assassination, all right. 3 is B. All right, what are the others? Come on, guys. You need to share with us. I'm doing well. Great, Pamela. I'm doing all good. Thank you for asking. 1 is C. Okay, so yes, absolutely. Great. So let me reveal the answers because I don't want to spend a lot of time here. And let me show you something. I just want to show you. Okay, I think this picture will do. Okay, so basically, let's go one by one. So a motorcade is C, a procession of cars carrying important. It's a group of cars and motorbikes that carry an important person, like a president. And this is an example. This is an example of a motorcade, a king or a queen or a president. And there are a lot of cars surrounding that cars. That's what we call a motorcade. And for JF Kennedy, when he was assassinated, he was also in a motorcade. So he was surrounded by a lot of motorbikes and a lot of. Let me show you a picture if I can. I'm sorry for if like this takes some time. So this is a picture of the motorcade that was surrounding or where JFK was. So you can see he is here with his wife. This is his wife Jackie that we talked about earlier, and this is the motorcade. So there are a lot of cars, and unfortunately, the guy is smiling here, not knowing that in a moment he will lose his life. So life is quite unpredictable. Depository, like you guys said, is a building used to store. It's a storage, basically. Patsy, it's B, a person falsely blamed for a crime. So someone who is blamed for a crime he did not do is called a patsy. Lone gunman. Here, what we mean by lone gunman is that a person acted alone. He was not a part of an organization. All right, because sometimes, for example, 9/11, it is said that it was done by Al Qaeda, which is an organization. But for the assassination of JFK, it was not done by. It's said to be done by a lone gunman, a person. Assassination, of course, is the planned killing of an important person. All right. Shall we fill in the gaps here? So let's do that. Let's do that. So, can we do this one very quick, just so that we can have the words stuck to our head? We cannot just remember the words. We need to use them. All right, we need to use them. Okay, let me hide our. So, what do you think? The president was moving slowly through the streets when shots were fired. The president's what? Can you guys help us? Motorcade. Amin says motorcade. Yes. Great. You guys need to be fast because I'm going to reveal the answers fast. So the motorcade was moving fast when he was shot. What about number 2? Motorcade, Lee says well. Perfect. Motorcade, Sergey. Wonderful. So what about number 2? And please, guys, make sure to write for me the number. Ahsanol, absolutely. Absolutely. Links, perfect. So you guys all, Pamela as well, Patsy. So for you, Sergey, it's Patsy for number 2. Wait, I mean, we're not in number 4 yet. Assassin lone gunman. He was not, but part of a large... Okay, Patsy. All right, let's check. Let's check. A lone gunman. Yeah, he was not a lone gunman, but a large conspiracy. As we said, Patsy is someone who is accused of something wrong. Okay. So Ahsanol got this one correct. Motorcade, great. Fazlak does it all in once. Was not. Exactly. He was not, well, he was a lone man, but some people think or believe that he was not. Long gunman depository, all right. Assassination number 4, depository. Fate say, so you guys have, all right, all kinds of answers here. All right, let's see. So number 3, after the shooting, the police found the rifle, meaning the gun, in a depository, in a place near the crime, in a book depository, in a place where they put books. All right, so that's where he hid the book. Some theories suggest that D of JFK, number 4, I think is quite clear. It's pasta. Can you explain a lone gunman? Of course, Pamela. A gunman is someone who kills, a murderer, all right, a criminal. And lone, meaning he was alone. No one told him to, exactly, Sergey, assassination for number 4. Alone, meaning no one told him to go and kill the president. He killed the president by himself. He thought of it. He was not part of an organization, all right? Lone gunman. He acted by himself. He was not part of a conspiracy. He was not part of a organization, but he acted alone. Oswald claimed he was. So for Oswald, he thought that he was a pasty, or Patsy, not pasty, Patsy, meaning he was innocent. All right. So now for the most important part, the listening part. So let's see. Oops, before we do, 3 rules as always. Listen carefully. I'm gonna ask you questions after you listen. Number 2, if you don't understand the word, write it for me in the chat and I'm gonna explain it for you. And number 3, don't forget to like this video. And as always, this is a threat. This is a threat. This is not a request. So please like the video or with one eye alone, with one eye open. That's always my threat. Okay, so let's go back here. So we are gonna listen to the story. Okay.
November 22nd, 1963. Dallas, Texas. A bright day, crowds cheering. The president smiles, waving from his open car. Then, bang, a shot. Then another, and another. Screams fill the air. Panic. Chaos. The most powerful man in the world is dead. But who pulled the trigger? And why? Chapter 1. Dallas. The day that changed America. November 22nd, 1963. Dallas, Texas. The sun shines brightly. The sky is clear. A warm breeze moves through the city streets. People gather on the sidewalks, waiting. Excitement fills the air. The president is coming. A long black car moves slowly through the crowd. A convertible limousine. The roof is open. President John F. Kennedy sits inside. Next to him, his wife, Jackie Kennedy, wears a pink suit and matching hat. She waves, smiling. The people wave back, cheering. Beside the president, Governor John Connally sits with his wife. In front, 2 Secret Service agents keep watch. The motorcade glides forward. The president's face is calm. His
motorcade, we said, is the set of cars, the group of cars
smile
that
warm.
accompany a president or a
He
king.
loves meeting the people. He believes in hope, in a better future for America. The car turns onto Elm Street. It moves past the Texas School Book Depository, a tall brick building. People lean forward, eager to see him. Some hold cameras. Others hold signs. Many wave American flags. Suddenly, a loud sound breaks the air. Bang! The crowd freezes. A second later, bang! Then again, bang! Screams, gasps. People drop to the ground. Others run, pushing through the crowd. Faces turn pale with shock. In the car, Jackie Kennedy turns to her husband. His hands rise toward his neck. His eyes are wide. Blood stains his crisp, dark suit. He falls forward. The driver speeds up. A Secret Service agent jumps onto the car, pushing Jackie back. The car races toward the hospital. Sirens wail. At Parkland Memorial Hospital, doctors and nurses rush forward. They push the president's stretcher inside. His face is still. His hands do not move. Minutes later, a doctor steps into the hallway. His voice is low, his eyes filled with sorrow. The president is dead. Silence. A great sadness spreads across the hospital, across the city, across the country. In Washington, D.C., people cry in the streets. Radios and televisions broadcast the news. The world listens in shock. The president was young, full of energy, full of ideas, and now gone. At Love Field Airport, Air Force One waits. The president's body is brought inside. Aboard the plane, a judge holds a Bible. Lyndon B. Johnson, the vice president, stands before her. His face is tight. His hands shake. He places one hand on the Bible. He repeats the oath of office. In that moment, America has a new president. But the pain does not fade. People demand answers. Who did this and why?
Especially, so people were very upset, actually, even people who disagreed with JF Kennedy, because JF Kennedy actually was a very popular president. He was very popular. He was liked by people, actually. So that's why a lot of people were not very happy. Even, as I said, people who did not agree with him.
In the streets of Dallas, Police rush to find the killer. Witnesses speak. Someone saw a man in a window, a rifle. A suspect is found. Lee Harvey Oswald, a young man, a former Marine, a traveler between worlds. Some say he is a lone gunman. Others say he is part of something bigger. Oswald is arrested in a movie theater. He looks calm. His voice is steady. "I didn't do it," he says. "I'm just a patsy." But the evidence grows. A rifle, fingerprints, a photograph. 2 days later, Oswald is led through the Dallas police headquarters. Reporters crowd around. Cameras flash. He walks forward, guarded by officers, and steps from the crowd. A gun in his hand. Bang. Oswald falls. His body hits the ground. Blood spreads across his shirt. His eyes close. He never speaks again. The man who shot him? Jack Ruby, a nightclub owner, a man with many secrets. Now, 2 men are dead.
All right. So the JF Kennedy was killed by Lee Oswald, and Lee Oswald was killed by another man who was Ruby. So that's very
The
interesting.
questions grow deeper. Who really killed the president? Was it only one man? Or was there more to the story?
Exactly. And this is, Pamela, what we mean by a lone gunman. Was it only him? So just him, he acted on his own beliefs, his own ideas, or was he acting because others told him to? Did he kill the president because he was a part of a larger group? That's the real question about the JFK
The
case.
world wants answers, but the truth remains in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered. Just hours after the shooting, a young man is arrested in a movie theater. His name? Lee Harvey Oswald. He denies everything. "I'm just a patsy," he shouts. But was he really the killer? Or was someone using him to hide the truth? Chapter 2. Lee.
All right. So, great. So we are going to stop because this was chapter 1. So we are going to stop in chapter 1, answer some questions, and then go back. Today, as I said, we are listening to 2 chapters, of course, if time allows it. So let's go and let's see if you guys were listening well, because I told you in the beginning, some questions are going to follow. So let's see if you guys were listening. Don't forget to like again. Don't forget to like. This is a threat. Like it or sleep with one eye open, as I always say. Right? Like this video or sleep with one eye open. So let's say true or false. Do you think these statements are true or false? JFK was killed in New York. True or false? You can, if you are super lazy like me, you can simply write for me S or T. What level are stories? Can you estimate it? This story, I think it's for B1. It's for B1. You can see, always you can see it in the bottom. Let me see. Show you. So B meaning that's intermediate. So you can, oh, this is the story. This is the story. So this is the video. Always you will find here the level. All right, you will find the level always in the bottom. So this is B1 meaning intermediate one. False. All right. So all of you guys, Ahmed man, hey, I didn't see you. So all of you, scapegoat. Scapegoat. I like this one. I like this word. Scapegoat. Can someone explain to us what is a scapegoat? A scapegoat. So you guys all say it's false. I'm gonna keep the word scapegoat on the screen. What is this? It happened in Dallas, Texas. That's a different. Yes. Jackie Kennedy wore a red dress. His wife. I think I showed you the picture. So not what she was wearing. What is a scapegoat? The prosperous what? What? Is that Latin? Pink. All right, but Ahsanol and Lynx say it's true. Amin says false, and Sergey says false. All right, let's see. She wore a pink suit, so Sergey has a great memory. Good, and you guys need to check your memories before it's too late. So let me show you what is a scapegoat, Pamela. So scapegoat is when something happened. All right, imagine we have two people, A and B. All right, person A kills a man, and person B is taken to the court because we are trying to protect person A. So person A is a very like wealthy, very rich man, and a rich man kills someone. So what do? We punish someone else to protect the first person who is very powerful, and the person two, the person who is punished instead of another person, we call that a scapegoat. So I will repeat the definition again. Imagine you have two people, A and B. Person A committed a crime, but he is very rich and he is very powerful, and we are trying to protect him. So he paid the police and he did some stuff. And instead of the criminal being punished, we are punishing someone else to protect the real criminal. So we call the person who is being punished a scapegoat. So a scapegoat is a person who receives a punishment instead of another person or to protect another person. Scapegoat. Exactly, man. Exactly. Okay. So let's see question 3. The assassin fired 3 shots. True or false? And it's a very interesting word, scapegoat. So I'm gonna like sacrifice you. It's a person who is sacrificed to protect someone else. True. That's not true. I mean, that's 3. Okay. Yes, the text mentioned 3. So okay, but people who were there remember they heard 3 shots, but actually he shot a lot of shots. He shot multiple times. But most people who were there, because they were traumatized, only remember 3 shots. Jack Ruby was a police officer. By the way, what did Jack Ruby do? What did Jack Ruby do? What did he do? What is the idea of Jack Ruby in the story? Exactly, Jack. It's exactly Arsenal. Exactly. 3 shots. That's all what people remember. What is the okay? False. Very good. Jack Ruby was a nightclub owner. Sergey, you have a very good memory. Link's the same, owner of a nightclub. But who was he? Who was Jack Ruby? Who was Jack Ruby? Who was this guy? He said that okay. You don't remember? I mean, he was a gangster. He was not a gangster. Well, maybe, but he was a nightclub owner. I don't remember. Okay, okay. Uh, JF Kennedy, the president, was killed by Lee Oswald, and Lee Oswald was killed by Jack Ruby. So Jack Ruby is the person who killed the killer of JF Kennedy. He was a nightclub owner. You guys have a very good. Okay, let me show you something. Um, so wait, second. By the way, the assassination of Lee Oswald is also on YouTube, so you can watch them later. The assassination of JF Kennedy, the assassination of Lee Oswald, both of them are videos on YouTube. So you can go back and watch them. Okay. So this is Lee Oswald. This is the person who killed JF Kennedy. And this guy here is Jack Ruby. This is the person who killed Lee Oswald. He killed the killer of. You can see the people are very shocked here. You can see people are so shocked. Look at this police officer. They were all surprised. So he was a Jack or a nightclub owner, and he killed Lee Oswald because he was super bad. Jake Paul's an uncle, probably. He has a lot of secrets. Yes, for sure. I'm not sure what happened to him. Maybe he was killed by another person, and it was just a chain of killing. Like one person kills another, and it goes on forever. Oswald was arrested at a cinema. What do you think? Why? Why is he laughing? No one is laughing in the picture. Actually, no one is laughing. He is in pain. He is not laughing. He is shocked. He is shocked. He is shocked. So no one is laughing. Everybody was absolutely or were absolutely shocked. They were not expecting that to happen. Because a lot, as I said in the beginning, JF Kennedy was a very popular president, and people were not happy that he was killed, right? And people wanted the killer to be punished. Cinema, all right, exactly. He was caught at the theater, in a theater, kind of. All right, great. Direct questions now. What was JFK doing before the shots, before he was shot? Talking, standing, waving, sleeping. Sleeping? Maybe he was sleeping, actually. Maybe his guards were sleeping. The police were sleeping that day. Very interesting. See, you guys all say see. Yes, waving. He was waving to his people. Yes. Where was the president's car when he was shot? Capitol Road, Elm Street, Main Avenue, Park Avenue. Was this mentioned in the listening? I think it was. Jack Ruby is quite the character. Don't remember. Elm Street. All right. It was Elm Street. So for people who answered B, you guys are correct. It's fine if we don't remember. Who was sitting beside JFK in the car? Jackie Kennedy, John Connolly, Lyndon Johnson, Robert Kennedy. Because his brother, I think, was also assassinated. Robert Kennedy. I think he was also assassinated, if I'm not mistaken. Or is he still alive? I'm not sure. Ah, he's still alive. All right, he's still alive. All right, his brother is still alive. All right. So what you guys saying? John Connolly. All right. It was actually Jackie Kennedy was sitting next to him because Connolly, I think he was sitting in front of him, the guy. What did Oswald say when he was arrested? I'm innocent. I'm just a patsy. I regret nothing. It wasn't me. I regret nothing. That's a very interesting one to say. I regret nothing. Those are some amazing words to live by. I regret nothing. After you just like caused World War III. He regrets nothing. Kind of, yes. I'm just a patsy. All right, I see all sorts of answers here. I'm just a patsy, exactly. And we said that a patsy is an innocent person. So he insisted that he was innocent. What happened to Oswald 2 days later? He escaped from prison. He went to trial. He went to court. He was killed, or he confessed that he killed JFK. C would be the answer of Andrew Tate, exactly. C. Yes, exactly. So we talked about this a lot. So we said that he was killed by Jack Ruby. Yeah. All right. Second listening, believe it or not. We're going to listen to a second chapter. Okay. So let's go back. Let's listen to the second chapter. Yeah, this is where we saw Scapegoat. So Scapegoat. All right.
Using him to hide the truth. Chapter 2. Lee Harvey Oswald.
All right. So the title is was Lee Oswald, was he a real killer or was he just a scapegoat? Was he just like he was accused of the murder just to save the real murderer? Because there was a real murderer, of course. But was it really Lee Harvey, or was Lee Harvey just a scapegoat used as a shield, used as a like as a replacement to the real criminal? Let's see. Let's see who is
Lone
Lee Oswald.
gunman or scapegoat? The city of Dallas is in shock. The president is dead. The country is mourning. The street.
All right. A very interesting answer. Well, the actual pronunciation is sound. Hamza. All right. That's the how my name is pronounced in Arabic. Hamza. But a lot of people like Americans, British, they don't have the letter h in that, so they pronounce it Hamza sometimes. So whichever you pronounce it, I'm okay with it. Because I'm sure I pronounced some of your names wrong as well.
Streets are filled with whispers, fear, and confusion. People want answers. Who pulled the trigger? Who took the life of John F. Kennedy? Police move quickly. Witnesses describe a man in a high window at the Texas School Book Depository. A rifle. A figure disappearing. Officers rush inside. The 6th floor is empty, but a rifle is found. A sniper's nest. Shell casings on the ground. The shooter is gone. In another part of the city, a policeman named J.D. Tippett patrols the streets. He stops to speak with a man walking alone. A brief exchange, then gunfire. The officer falls, his killer runs. A call goes out. A suspect is on the move. Minutes later, police storm into a small movie theater. A man sits inside. He does not run, he does not fight. He looks up, his face calm, but his eyes watchful. Officers surround him. A struggle. A gun is pulled from his hands. His name is Lee Harvey Oswald. He is taken into custody. The police question him. The cameras flash. The world is watching. "Did you kill the president?" reporters shout. He does not look afraid. His voice is strong. "I didn't shoot anybody." Then, louder, "I'm just a patsy." A strange word. A patsy. A person set up to take the blame. Who is Lee Harvey Oswald? A former Marine. A man who once lived in the Soviet Union. A young father. A factory worker. A dreamer. A drifter. He had traveled the world but never seemed to find his place. He spoke of communism, of revolutions. He believed in change, in power, in destiny.
Again, sometimes you can see the motivation for people like Lee Osborne. He was or Oswald. He was he worked in the Soviet Union, so maybe they employed him to kill the president. Another thing, he also believed in change, all right, in destiny. So these are things that sometimes a murderer can believe in.
But did he believe in murder? The evidence against him grows. His fingerprints are on the rifle. A photograph shows him holding the same gun. A witness says he saw him in the window, aiming at the president's car. The police are certain this is their man. But not everyone believes it. His family is confused. His wife, Marina, is in tears. She does not know what to believe. He was not a violent man, she says. He was a father, a husband. But he had secrets. He spoke of important things. He talked of history, of politics, of being remembered. Oswald is moved from his cell. Reporters crowd around. The cameras roll. The world listens. They want to see the man accused of killing the president. They want to hear his words. Then, everything changes. Sunday morning, Dallas Police Headquarters. Oswald is being led through the basement, escorted by officers. A crowd of reporters waits. Cameras are live. Millions of people are watching on television. Oswald walks forward. His hands are tied. His expression is blank. The flashes of cameras light up the room. Suddenly, a man steps out of the crowd, a gun in his hand. A shot rings out. Oswald's body jerks. His face twists in pain. He falls to the ground. Gasps fill the room. The police tackle the shooter. People scream.
Sorry, I did not see your answer, Pamela. Custody, basically, custody is when you stay at the police before they take you to the court. So when someone, not you, Pamela, of course, God forbid. So when someone is arrested, the police keeps him in a cell before they take him to the court. Because if someone is arrested, they don't let them go home before they go to court. Because if they let them go home, they will just run away. So they keep them in custody, meaning they keep them in a cell, waiting for their trial, waiting for their appearance in front of a judge. Okay? Pamela's laughing.
You're
You're
The
laughing.
cameras keep rolling. Oswald groans. His breath is shallow. Blood spreads across his stomach. His eyes flutter. He is carried away. At Parkland Hospital, the same doctors who tried to save President Kennedy now try to save Oswald.
This is very interesting. The same doctor who tried to save JF Kennedy after he was shot is now trying to save the shooter himself. How ironic can life be?
Their hands work quickly. Their voices are urgent, but it is no use. Oswald is dead. The man who shot him Jack Ruby, a nightclub owner, a man with ties to criminals, to the underground world of Dallas. He says he did it for Jackie Kennedy, that he could not bear to see her suffer through a trial. But others are not so sure. Oswald is gone. He will never speak again. He will never defend himself. He will never explain. The questions remain.
Exactly. He should have gone to trial. But
Did
unfortunately,
Oswald act alone? Did he really kill Kennedy? Or was he silenced before he could tell the truth? Some believe the evidence is clear. One man, one gun, 3 shots. Others believe in something darker, that Oswald was part of a conspiracy, a small player in a bigger plan, a pawn in a game he did not control. The Warren Commission is formed. The government investigates. They review the evidence. They listen to witnesses. They study every detail. The final conclusion? Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. But the whispers do not stop. The doubts do not fade. The case is closed, but the mystery is just beginning.
all right. So I'm gonna let you with some suspense, and you can finish the listening later. So we listen today to 15 minutes out of 1 hour, so you can go later and listen to the rest of the story. Are you ready for the second set of questions? Even if you are not ready, we are going to do it. Lee Harvey was arrested inside the Texas school book depository. Yes or no? There was something found in this depository, but was it Lee Oswald or was it something else? False. All right. How stupid a person has to believe what they told us? Well, we don't know the truth. That's why we believe what we were told. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question later on, and I'm so interested to hear your answers. Of course, no. Was arrested at a movie theater for the book depository. They found the gun there. All right. Officer J.D. Tippett was shot after stopping Oswald in the street. This part, I was list. I zoned out for a second. I missed this point. I'm sorry. So I will rely on you guys to tell me what's going on. True. False. Panelist is false. I'm not sure if this is for this one or the previous one. I'm gonna reveal. Oswald was stopped by an officer, and after a brief exchange, he shot the okay, he shot the officer. I missed this point. I missed this point. Oswald confessed to killing President Kennedy. We're gonna stop with this question. Oswald confessed. He said, "Yes, I did kill the president." True. I was there on the spot. You can rely on me. All right, then I believe you. If you say it, and this is Ramadan, I'm gonna believe you. False. False. Ahmed man, how is life? How is Ramadan going with you? All right, false. So you guys all agree that it's false. Hassan, all Pamela, Lise, Ahmed man. All right. Yes, it is false indeed. Oswald denied killing anyone, and he said, "I did not kill the president." And he said also, "I'm just a patsy. I'm just a scapegoat. They are punishing me so that they don't punish the real people." Okay. Okay, wait a second. All right. Yes. So this is the new one because I changed it. All right. So the question that I want to finish with is this one. So this is Lee Oswald, the person accused of killing JF Kennedy. The question is, do you think Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone, or was there a larger conspiracy behind JF Kennedy assassination? So what do you guys think? Was he really a lone man, or someone else pushed him to do it? Or do you think it was not him at all? It was maybe the FBI. What do you think? Fine. I'm good. I'm good, Ahmed. How is Ramadan? How is working in Ramadan? For me, working in Ramadan is fine for me because I'm a teacher. I work only 4 hours every day. I'm a very lucky person. I'm a very lucky person. But 4 hours in teaching is it's like working 10 hours. It's really it really drains your energy. All right. So what do you guys think? Larger conspiracy. Someone else pushed him. All right. I think there was a conspiracy. It's very common for people to believe that there was a conspiracy, especially about JF Kennedy, because he was loved by a lot of people. It's very strange. So do you think this guy acted alone and killed JF Kennedy? Or was it a larger conspiracy? Was the FBI involved? You never know. And even in the files that were revealed recently, there was nothing new, nothing that we did not know. So yeah. All right. So I think we stop here. I think he did not. All right. He did not act alone. There was a bigger thing hidden behind him. Maybe the FBI. A lot of things are said that, unfortunately, the man died before we could listen to him. So we can never know what happened actually. And with this, guys, thank you so much for the great live stream today. That was awesome. An awesome live stream. I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of the week and see you on Friday. Don't forget, on Friday, we are having another live stream. Take care and see you.